The Great British Coin Hunt, we got what you want. We got gold and silver, seems everyone's a winner. It's so elementary, you get one free entry. Every single raffle, make your collection dazzle. TGBCHraffle.com, TGBCHraffle.com.
Hello, it's later. Oh, it's getting hotter by the second. Jeez. How is everyone? I need to look at that later. Right then. Whew. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Right, put that down there, or put that underneath there. I feel like I'm melting, and I've got my heater on, and I've got ice in it. Everything. Let's just have that on me permanently. Whew. Alrighty then, so where's my sheet of paper? There it is. We're going to get on with Hector's draw. Now I'm a bit late in sorting out the gold one, so I'm going to give that some work tomorrow, and I will come back to you on Wednesday with that. So in the meantime, what we're going to do is I'm going to, instead of doing the extra entries to go with the gold draw, I'm going to do a silver coin. But I will talk to the winner about it. That'll probably be the easiest thing. So I shall talk to whoever wins this one today. I'm going to talk to them about it. Hello to Chris. Hello, Chris and Lorna. David Reynolds, Derek Clark, Stuart Scholes, Eddie Beck, Andy Walton, Chrissy Cross in the garden getting some sun. Lovely. Can't figure out a way to do the streams in my garden. I tried before and it was issues for me. Andy B and Brian Dawson. Hello, mate. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. And we're now looking for an extra COA number, which is COA number 5 for Phil Sanderson. If anybody has number 5 on anything. Okay, Hector's draw first, and away we jolly well go. All the people in Hector's draw. A couple of people took out subscriptions over the weekend, and they will be added to the subscribers draw as well. Well done, Mark Dando. Okay, brilliant. Put a bit more time into it tomorrow, and also I want to put some time into the crowdfunder tomorrow as well. I'm still going to plod along with that because it gives me a page I can share. That's the reason for doing that. In case anybody's thinking, why are you bothering with that? You don't need it. Well, I do because I need the URL. That's what I need it for. I need their URL, Eddie Beck. Found out this morning TGBCH is blocked on Instagram. How about that? GreatBritishCoinHunt.co.uk is blocked on Instagram. How is that even possible? What is all that about? I'm going to have to go and answer the door in a second. Eddie Beck gets a 165 bonus. Yep. Okay. Is anyone along? Oh, not even for me. Outrageous. Debbie Garvey. Made my first TikTok video. And then I was doing another one this morning, and halfway through it, Fran put the Uber on. That just cracked me right up, it did. Debbie Garvey, what you got, Debbie? There's Mick Smith. Hello, Mick. I need to talk to you about a couple of things as it happens. Got to open the Egyptian chest over the weekend. Oh, it's delivered. That's wonderful. We're on the £35 bonus for Debbie. And she gets £135 prize competition credit. Nice. Next, we go to the postman's wheel, of which we have 4 prizes. And Lorna might even have the list of prizes, because she knows I'm just always bloody forgetting what it is I'm doing. Got to open the Egyptian chest over the weekend. 1,091 grams of silver in 32 bars. A stonking prize. Look at that, a stonking prize, he said. £100 cyber cash or Casper cash. And £150 prize competition credit. Mark Dando. You won first time in and you've won both of them. Unbelievable. I don't think that's ever happened, so well done, Mark. What a result. There is another bundle on the ticker tape, or as Chris called it this morning, the tickle tape. I got my gold Peter Rabbit today, well pleased. That's fantastic. If anybody wants one of those, I have got another couple. Tracy Gardner wins the next one, which is £150 prize competition credit. Tracy Gardner. Third prize will be £125 prize competition credit, and then the fourth one is £100 prize competition credit. Karen Bowles wins the third one. Glad you're happy with your gold Peter Rabbit, gold plated Peter Rabbit. Have the nautical coins and city coins arrived yet, please? Yes, they have, and the new Pride has arrived, and Harry Potter's arrived, and Wizard of Oz has arrived, and something else. Turin. So he is in the process of sorting all of that out, but big job, big job. Eddie Beck takes fourth. Well done, Eddie. Next up, we're on the prize competition site, and it is tgbchraffle.com, and it's the silver RAF badge. Good luck to one and all. Everything all right? Yeah. Claire Alden Brown wins that one. Nice. I had to pay some cash into somebody this morning, and so Fran took down the money. It's only 160 quid, and it's taken her an hour and a half. They really are getting away from cash. She had to, and they wouldn't let her pay it into somebody's account. She had to set them up as a new account in front of them as a new payee, pay it into her own bank, and then transfer the money to the bank account where it needed to be paid. What a palaver. Jenny Young. Yes, please. I paid him all earlier while he was out. Jenny Young wins the 2021 Snowman 50p. What's next? Rebecca Jane Gardner. Rebecca Jane Gardner. Next up is a 2018 King Penguin. That will be colour. That'll be the colour coin. Who wants that? Phil Corby. Next we move on to the memberships. Brucey Coombs wins the first one. We have, by the way, approximately 9. No, we don't. We have approximately 7 left of the bundle 10 on the ticker tape. 3 of those went before we started the stream. So if anybody wants any of that, shout up, please. Person with this times number of people watching times 2. That's 22 times 2, but Brucey swaps for 25, so that's £50 for Bruce. Henry Long, hello Henry. Hope I haven't missed much. Being away on holiday, amazing weather. It is. Hello everyone, my messages are being deleted, no emojis or anything. Well, I see those 2 messages. But there's no messages before that. And I've just been reminded to let you know that you're starting to get to know where the articles are now on tgbch.co.uk. And for those of you that don't, if you go over to the site, Great British Coin Hunt website, you will see that there is an article section, and I've got lots of fantastic articles there. Mick is like on a different scale, really is brilliant. And what was I going to say? Oh yeah, and the winners list is now going to be on there. So the winners list will be on the TGBCH website. We're having some issues again with Facebook, and we've had some winners lists deleted from Facebook, which is no good. 10 times 2 shillings. So we need to host it ourselves, you know. I mean, we've got a 17,000 reach on 17,000 people have joined the page on Facebook, and yet we can't send them a message. Never goes through to them. There was another one before. No, didn't see your first message, so don't know why that got deleted. It's happened a few times to a few different people. I sent 3. Okay, well, your first one didn't get through then, don't know why. I have no idea. But you're there now. I did a bit of the pub. I'll be back in about 20 minutes. Okay, mate. See you in a bit, Eddie. All right, Caspers. Come to take advantage of that fan. John Wyatt. It's nice, isn't it? Yeah, isn't it a nice fan? Oh, lovely. Oh, that's just blowing all through your long hairs. Okay. Hello, Casper, Lorna said. Lorna's saying hello. Woof. Woof. Cheater coins. Cheater coins for John. And it will also be appearing in the app, the TGBCH app. If you haven't got the TGBCH app yet, get it. It don't cost you nothing. It's free, and makes it easy for you to work out which coins you've got, which ones you need, etc., etc. Look at that. He's gone but not forgotten. John Wyatt. Still can't believe he's not here. 2 on the bounce. Henry, you've just given me 79p. What's that for? You're just learning how to use it. Times the number of people watching times 2. That's 21 times 2 is 44. Yes, just learning. That's what I did when I was learning how to use it. We did do the YouTube memberships using that and using what they did on YouTube, but they were quite expensive. So we gave that up. It's a bad idea. Never knew about this on YouTube. Yeah, I've known about it for a couple of years, but well, yeah, over a year anyway. But I haven't worked out how I can use it to my maximum benefit. Henry Long, talking of which, there you go. I mean, we used to do some instant like draws, and people could then buy their entries by doing what you just did. That was one of the things that we did. But now we don't really get the time to do live draws like that. I would like to do something with it, but I don't know what. RM coin for Henry. YouTube will take 40% of that 79p. Yeah, that's the reason why we sort of moved away from it. Too expensive. Look at that. I'll buy that and I'll win. But we'll be here in spirit. Okie dokie, mate. See you later, Nick. We'll have to catch up later or tomorrow. Having. As what? No, he hasn't. No. 40%. That's madness. Yeah, not many. That's why I stopped doing the YouTube membership on there and did transfer it over to our website. Richard Bradman. They do like to take their slice, these big companies. That's why they're so big, I suppose. So the ticker tape, 120 years of Peter Rabbit, £5. The Eeyore, 50p. The Remembrance Day, £5. All Royal Mint packaged. There's 9 sets left, or 9 sets available. 8 times banknotes. 9 sets available, and just give me a shout if you want one of those bundles, and I will add it to your name. Started joining already. It was a hell of a prize, that, wasn't it? That Stuart got. 32 bars, did he say he got? £32 bars. Wow. 1,091 grams. It's over a kilo. Handy bag. And if you want to clean silver, if you've got something that's silver coin, certainly when they look a little bit like toning or something like that. But you've got silver, because silver does go, it tones. I've got a couple of silver bars upstairs on the shelf and they're just turning a funny colour out in the air, you know. But an ordinary glasses cloth will do it. What you would get free in your glasses case, and anyone that wears glasses probably got loads of these dotted about somewhere. They make great coin cleaning cloths. Something in it. 20 island coins, but they do. They make great coin cleaning cloths. Can't wait to get my silver bar when the postman posts it. Yes, you've got one coming as well, haven't you? Chris Dyer. Cool, that is a hot day out there. I would not want to be stuck in traffic on a day like this. And guess what? Daughter after the chest for a jewellery box. Well, she can't have it. She's not allowed. I really like that. I'd love to have had that chest. RM coin. The chest looked great in the photos. I'm not surprised about that, Stuart. Yeah. I mean, I haven't seen it for real, but I only see the pictures, and it looked the nuts. John White. Royal Mint info wheel now, and it is a biggie. Falkland set. Three times. Scumbag TV now. What's the super sticker do, Henry? Derek Clark. No idea, but they look cool. I suppose it highlights a comment because when you pay the money like that, 10 times 2 shillings, you'll notice that you can put a comment in. And I suppose where that sort of thing works is if, like, I don't know, say you've got 50,000 members on your YouTube, you know, you're a big person, you've got loads and loads of people following, and so you've got comments appearing all the time. If you want your comment read out by the person sitting in the chair that I'm sitting in, you do one of those and it sticks out, and then that person ain't going to miss it, and then they can read it like a shout out type thing. And I understand that people pay for that. People pay for shout outs on, you know, live videos and things like that. But obviously it only works if you've got a ton of followers. John White. Hello, Katie. I like the new Wildlife 10p coins. They look good. Yeah, they do. I've got some of those, a folder. Now I'm going to be working on Falklands. That's what he's done that twice. He's won twice. Both times he's got the Falklands set. Tomorrow, Tuesday, I'm going to have a little bit more time, and tomorrow I'm going to be concentrating mostly on, obviously I have to get the prize list done, but I'm going to be concentrating mostly on the crowdfunder and the gold raffle, because once I get that started, then I think what I can do is I can do a monthly thing on there. and then we can have a monthly one. Like I always said to you, we get a monthly regular gold up or something like that, and I think we'll be able to do it on there, and I'll be able to get more interest as well to bolster it up. You know, get some more people buying some entries. Sarah King wins this one. Come on, Sarah. What are you going to get? Get a feeling John is after you. John can come after me as many times as he likes. I wrote him a note, which his family read out, and part of that note said something along the lines of not knowing what there is up there, you know, out there. Once we die, we don't know what's going on. But if there is a, you know, if you do turn into a ghost or anything like that, feel free to come and scare the shit out of me. I'll be more than up for that. 3 times half crown. But so far, there's been, you get little things, don't you? And like Fran will go, oh, what do you think? Oh, I don't know. You know, I mean, if a ghost can move a cup, then it can pick up a pen and start writing on the walls, can't it? That's what I think. You know, when I see a pen just up on its own, going over to the wall and start writing a message, Ian, it's John, then I'll stop and take notice. How about them, Lorna? What are they? What country? Oh, they're, I think, I'll tell you in a second. Ian Venom. I'll show you. I think this is what Lorna's talking about. You've got one for the flowers, and you've got one for the wildlife, and they're on Change Checker, Westminster. They're on there. Oh my giddy aunt. Well done, Ian. He's just come out of hospital. He's just got out of hospital, he has. He'll be chuffed with that. That'll make him feel better. Well, you only get, that's how they come. And that actually looks more than what it is, because you've got 3 coins at the top, you've got nothing in the middle, tells you what ones you want, and then you've got 3 at the bottom. So it comes with 6 coins, basically. I've got one for me, and one for my Harry. So, Ian, silver £2 coin. I'm glad that didn't come up on a multiple, eh? Oof! Chris Dyer. He's going to try his luck now. That's it, Guernsey. Well done, Andy. That's what I was going to read out and I forgot. Come on. I've got water in the box. I've got ice in the box. No. I reckon you just did that while I wasn't looking. Bloody hell. It's outrageous. What's that then? Okay. Trying to make it colder. I can't make it any colder. tgbch.co.uk. Oh, you was joking. Yeah, so I've gone and written it down now. So this is yours. You did have me. You did have me over there, you winkle. Temporary decimal. Temporary decimal points. What's a GG over there? Why are they taking them horses out on a day like this? It's too hot. They shouldn't have the horses out on the roads. Going for an horse riding lesson on a day like this. Poor old horses. That's what happens when you take your eye off. I know. Take your eye off just for a second and wallop. I've lost another silver coin. What's going on? But Ian Menham definitely won a silver £2 coin. In case Ian's watching and thinking, yeah, he has. Katie Gibson. Katie Gibson. Come on, Katie. What are you going to get? Falkland said. Falklands. One up. 5 grand of silver. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I nearly had something there. Nearly had a bit of silver there, Katie. The new TGBCH Pride coin, by the way. It's limited edition of 500 we put on this one, and it's already half sold out. Not half sold out, it's already half sold. In fact, I believe there's more than half sold. Andy Babb. TGBCH News, this is Andy Babbs. Take off the bundle, says Katie. Bundle will do. Ten times 3 decimal coins. TGBCHraffles.co.uk multiplication wheel. Boom, boom, boom. My second video is uploaded on TikTok, and I've got 2 likes. 2! Better than 1. Derek Clark. I put a video up explaining about supply and demand. I might actually have put the same video up on YouTube. It's worth a look, because it is all about the rules. I say all about, it's only like 7 minutes or something. It's not long. I've tried very hard not to digress and go off in a million directions. But it explains, I think, supply and demand in a pretty layman's term way, which you can apply to anything. Change checker dot news. Change checker dot news. And one of the most important things is, in case you end up sort of going in competition with each other. I mean, I don't go into great detail about this. I'll just explain it in a short version. But you're the customers, right? So at the moment, we've got 15 of you watching. 3 plus 5 is 8 times 8 for Derek. GreatBritishCoinHunt.co.uk next. So at the moment, there's say 15 of you watching, right? And so a fair few of you have actually got Pride coins, and some of you have got more Pride coins than you actually want. A couple of you have bought some extra ones in order to resell them, right? Now, there's absolutely no need whatsoever to go into any kind of competition with each other. No need whatsoever. Because, and I'll explain to you why, Andy Bird. First of all, because they're limited edition, the amount that you might have, for example, makes no difference. You might have bought 4 or 5 of them, for example. And you might think, well, I've got 4 or 5 of them, so I'm not going to sell them all for, top money. Well, if you found 4 or 5 Kew Gardens, you wouldn't necessarily drop the price, would you? That's the first thing, right? A limited edition something is a limited edition something, pure and simple. Rawmint.info. Pardon me. Now, again, because it's limited edition, going into competition with each other is a fool's errand, simply because if you're going to sell a coin, and we'll pick on the Pride, so if you're going to sell a Pride coin, there's no point selling it any less or advertising it any less than 40 quid. No point whatsoever. The reason for that is because it's already sold for 40 quid. And I think did one sell for 75 quid? I'm not too sure. But I definitely know one sold for 40 quid, and I know that several sold for 25 quid and £20. Lorna Jones. So if you want to sell yours and you're thinking, well, now that these Pride coins are going up in value, I'd like to cash in on that, and I'd like to earn a few quid, right, and sell one. Okay. So you go on, you have a look, and you see, are there any others for sale? And if there are, how much are they? And then you absolutely stop yourself from going cheaper. There is no need to go cheaper. If you're talking about an item like, let's go to the other end of the spectrum. TGBCH coin, well done, Lorna. Let's go to the other end of the spectrum. Benjamin Bunny. They made 19 million of them. So if Stuart Skulls is going to list his Benjamin Bunnies for £3.50, and it might make sense for Lorna to go in and think, well, yeah, I'm not going to sell, it's loads of them, I'm not going to sell mine, I'll go in at £3. And then me go in at £2.50, for example. Thinking, oh, I'm not going to sell them, these other people have got theirs up there, I've got to be cheaper than them, etc. 5 times 5 plus 4 is 9 times 9. WWF50p.net now. And so in that situation, it works. But when you're on something really limited, And again, let's use the Kew Gardens. If Stuart had a Kew Gardens for sale for 175 quid and Lorna's got one, are you really going to go, can't sell mine for 175 quid? Someone else is advertising it at that. I must advertise mine at 140 quid. And do you think I'm going to go in and then go, I can't sell mine for 140 quid, or I think I better go in at 120 quid? No. Because what everybody will naturally do is go to the opposite and think, so Stuart's goals, trying to get his revenge, as he says. The opposite happens. Stuart's got one up there for 175 quid. Lorna probably looks at that and thinks, okay, I'll put mine up for about the same, or a bit dearer. Depends, is Stuart's one the cheapest? Is it the dearest? Is it middle of the range? What condition is it in? And so on and so on and so on. And I would look at that, and I certainly wouldn't be competing on price. If anything, I might go a little bit higher and think, well, it's already reached that price, 175 quid. That's what Stuart's asking for his one. Sheet of coins times 2. He's a double up. Well done. 2 prizes instead of 1. He's already got his up 175. And they have been selling at that kind of figure. And the one thing we know is they're only going to go up. They're never going to go down. So again, put mine a bit dearer because it's limited edition. There ain't that many about. Supply, demand, right? This one's demand. It's down here. Demand. Supply up here. Supply is eating the demand. No, the demand rather is up here. Supply down here. Demand is eating the supply. Noshing it, noshing it, noshing it. When the supply outstrips the demand, that's when the price goes down. So again, using the same token, supposing Jed McConaughey, well done, supposing I went and made another 200 of the first Pride coin. Now the demand is not going to keep that coin at 50 quid, 60 quid, 70 quid, because there's more of them. So the demand for the high value will go down, even though you're selling more coins, but you're going to be selling them cheaper because you've got lots of them. Royal Mint Online. And I've stuck my neck right out and said that I actually believe that that Pride coin, that specific TGBCH token, limited edition, will hit £100 by Christmas. I'd buy the cheaper ones and keep mine high. Exactly. And that's something I've done before now. I've gone in, seen somebody else selling them cheaper than me. I've got a few of them to sell. There is no one else selling them in between us. And I'm thinking, well, yeah, you've got a few of them. I'm going to take what you've got off sale. I'm going to buy them all. Boom. Take them off sale. Now mine are cheaper, or mine are the next price, or whatever. And I've done that before, and it's worked. It doesn't work every time because it depends what the item is and how sought after it is, how much in demand it is. This is Zodiac50p.co.uk, won by Chris Dyer. Well done, Mr. Dyer. So it's quite important, the old rules of supply and demand, because it doesn't matter what it is. You know, and as I say in the video, little bits of plastic. You know, people have taken the mickey out of their TGBCH coins. Get little bits of plastic Lego, plastic. It's just plastic. Little bits of plastic in the McDonald's toys. They're just throwaway rubbish. In a way, Vegas doesn't. But because probably a lot of them have been thrown away, and therefore there ain't that many of them about, and therefore it's limited, and they've gone and made a new toy or a new Lego piece or whatever, suddenly, or you know, those Lego pieces ended up in the sea because they fell off a container or whatever, then suddenly those pieces become very valuable. Anybody that's got those pieces, you know, they're changing hands for ridiculous money. But some of these things change hands for more than what it would cost you to buy Kew Gardens. How about that? You wouldn't believe it sometimes. 5 plus 6 is 11 times 11. You sometimes wouldn't believe it. That's what ephemera is all about, which sort of brings us full circle to when I really started about 2 years ago telling people, explaining about ephemera and stuff. Ephemera is your program for the Panto. Ephemera is your bus ticket. You know, we don't get bus tickets so much now, but in the old days, bus tickets, every single fare that come on the bus, it was a bus ticket, wasn't it? And those bus tickets are printed in their millions, but they're all thrown in the bin. People get off the bus, they throw it in the bin. What do they want a bus ticket for? Nobody wants a bus ticket. Kevin Rawdon. And the only reason anybody would keep a bus ticket is to go into work and fill in an expenses form and say, oh, you owe me 25p because I had to get a bus. Here's the receipt, here's the ticket. Right? Yet, you can have bus tickets and bits of paper and leaflets and pantomime programs and, you know, the posters that would go on the wall in the pictures. Those posters from years ago, they're worth hundreds of pounds now. Membership voucher times the number of people watching times 2. Kevin slots for 25, so that's £50 going onto the wheel. £50 goes onto the wheel. Ooh. Five times. 5 plus 5 is 10. Times 10 equals 500 smackaroonies for old Kevin. Well done, Kevin. Scott Donaldson. First day cover, FDC times. Oh, that's going to be all right. Pretty cool. Like driving up the road on a quad. 1D black. That'd be the penny black stamp. Six times. 6 plus 3 is 9 times 9. Patreon all members now. And if you're not careful, you can interfere with the market. You know, perfect example of that again is the Kew Gardens. When the Royal Mint did what they did, and it was just greed. It was nothing else but greed, really. Bringing out the 40 years of the 50p's and then making the 1992 and the D-Day into the smaller coin and bringing out a new 2019 Kew Gardens, all that did, bringing out the 2019 Kew Gardens, all it did was hit the value of the old one, the 2009 Debbie Garvey. Because there are so many people that don't care about the date with coins. And that's an interesting point to note, especially if any of you are into buying and selling coins. There are people that don't care about the date. All they care about is the picture. I haven't got a Kew Gardens in my collection. I want one. Suddenly there's a 2019 which they can pick up for 10 or 20 quid. Oh, I'll have that, please. Thank you. I ain't paying no £200. I'll have one of those. And they've got a Kew Gardens in their book. Not bothered about the date. Royal Mint info, Debbie. Times. And that makes a huge difference because when they did that, they interfered with the secondary market. And it's not the first time they've done that. They did that over Puddle Duck as well. They interfered with the secondary market. And they've done it on a few coins. Five times, 5 plus. Where's Debbie? 4. 5 plus 4 is 9. Times 9. Now we're on the Patreon Gold members. Image being around when 1D Black came out. Patreon Gold members. So if any of you have got the original Pride coin, keep an eye on eBay and changechecker.com and just keep an eye and wait and watch. And if you want to cash yours in, if you're not collecting them, as in seriously collecting the TGB Search coins, and you want to cash it in, Stuart Scholes, going to try and spank me now. Multiplication wheel. Just keep an eye on stuff and wait till it hits 100. Exercise patience. Hold your bottle. As the song says, you've got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. So you've got to know when, when to hold them. And this is one of them times when you hold them. You hold on to it, hold your nerve. And I promise you, you won't be disappointed. I think it will go to £100 by Christmas. 10 times Edward 7. Now, wouldn't it be a really funny, I mean, if this happened, I would belly laugh. Not too much because I wouldn't want it to kill me, but I would have a good old belly laugh if this happened. Is it possible that the TGBCH Pride coin could increase in value, or any, in fact, any, not just TGBCH Pride? 4 plus 6 is 10 times 10. Let me rephrase the question. Is it possible that any TGBCH coin, stroke token, could increase in value so much, could be sought after so much, that it actually overtakes and bypasses the cost of a genuine 2009 Kew Gardens? Now, there's an interesting thought. Or a copy when copy appears under HM head and not on reverse on design. I'm not too sure what that is, but Lisa thought. Can I have a bundle 10? You can. find you first. A few minutes. Going out for a little walk. 20 random films. Is it just one bundle you want, Stuart? 1 times bundle 10. Prizes owed nothing, and we swap the nothing for 15. Hey. Anybody else want a bundle 10? Let me know. Either in the comments or send me a send me a text. Three times, 3 plus 3 is no. They're a no. They're not. They're a 5. She's 5. 3 plus 5 is 8. 8 for Lisa. 4 Monty members now. Katie Gibson is the first one. £185 bonus. Stuart Skulls. Oh. And remember what I said the other day as well, which I hope to do a separate video for really, the guarantee that I give on the TGBCH coins that no one else will give. Royal Mint won't give that guarantee, and neither will Westminster or anybody else. £50 bonus for Stuart and 50. Free for all is next. And that is if a TGBCH coin sells out and 12 months later from the time it's sold out, so we give it a year, once it's sold out, a year after it's sold out, if at that point that coin has not reached 50 quid, if it's not sold for 50 quid, and you've got that coin and you don't want it, you can send me that coin back and I will give you a £50 credit. So you buy that coin off me, and in a year's time after it's sold out, we wait a year after it's sold out, and if by that time it hasn't gone up to 50 quid on a secondary market, Jenny Young, I will happily give you £50 credit for it and you can send it to me back. That is how much I stand by the TGBCH coins. And even though I had that sort of viewpoint when we started, I've got it even more now. Now that I've taken the idea from an idea, put it into reality and made it happen, and seen the price of the coins go up in value, I absolutely would stand by that now. 200-year-old coin. And in fact, one of you that's just texted me, who could have bought that coin or could have bought as many Pride coins as they wanted for £10 each or whatever the price was, has just texted me to say, I've just gone on Change Checker and bought one for 25 quid. Because I'm listening to what you're saying and I hope it does go up in value. So there you go. Was that raffle prize draw win or membership, please? That was, first one is membership, second one is raffle credit, otherwise known as prize competition credit. Andy Walton. And all you have to do in order to force the hand and make that happen sooner rather than later is help sell a coin out. That's all you've got to do. Falkland set. What I'm doing, I'm going to try and get hold of, because I can't just go onto the shelf and check because I haven't got them anymore. So I have to communicate with the postman, and I'm going to try and find out what coins are nearly sold out, and then I'm going to let you people know, and what you do about that is entirely up to you. Now, of course, if you help sell the coin out, you're going to do two things. One, you're going to do me a favor because I'm going to sell the coin out, so that means I get more money in. 3 plus 2 for Andy, isn't it? No, 3 plus 1 is 4. So obviously I earn a bit of extra money, so you could say, oh, you're only saying that just to sell a few extra. Well, on the one hand, yes, that's true. You can't deny that. I'm not Boris. I couldn't deny that. But on the other hand, it does a couple of things. Number one, it does put more money in the till. Number two, it means I sell out of the coin. Number three, it means that that coin is sold out quicker, which means it starts going up in value quicker. And number four, the most important thing out of all that lot, is that because you've helped buy it out, you've got an extra coin to sell later on once it starts going up in value. I often use words like educate, and I don't mean that to be condescending or to be talking to people like they're children or anything, not at all. Because that has been mentioned to me, but it's not meant in that vein, actually. It's meant more in the vein of, like, once I've educated, especially you guys, once I've educated you to the fact that these will go up in value, £5 Casper Cash. He will prefer Casper Cash. Times, going on a multiplication wheel. Go on, Jeffrey. Bit about my bucket, he's not too well. Neither's Ian. Yeah, lost my stride then. Yeah, if you've got an extra one to sell, then of course it ends up making you money. And that's what I'm pushing for next, to show the value once they sell out. 8. 3 plus 5 is 8 times 8. I have a genuine 1994 £2 Royal Mint trial coin. That is worth more than a Kew Gardens 50p. Yeah, you see, I mean, you've got these coins out there. Everybody talks about the Kew Gardens. and the Blue Peter, but there's coins out there that are worth just hundreds and hundreds. Same here, Bruce. I assume it's the bimetallic trial, a little belter of a package. I haven't got one of those. You must be a genuine collector as well. Yeah, I mean, to get right into your coins like that. Lorna Jones. So how much do you think the errors will go up to when we do an error? Because I sell them at exactly the same price as the others, even though it's an error. They're just going to go up and up and up. Not all at once. We have to build up the customer base. We have to build up the member base in order to create the demand. Demand up here, supply down here. Demand eats into the supply, devours it before it can make more. 1 times uncirculated dollar bill. Now, what you get with that is an uncirculated dollar, but what I have here, I feel like one of them geezers off a 70s detective program. I want used notes in a suitcase, right? These. There's another one there, right? A couple of thingies. But they're all uncirculated, and in this occasion, Lorna has won 6 plus 4 is 10 times 10. So what I would do is I would get 10 in a sequential. So there'd be 10 consecutive numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like that. But you know, on the other hand, you might want to swap it off your bundle, which is fine. I don't mind either. Keep, please. Okie dokie, keep. There you are, keep. A nice set of 10 of those, all in a numbered run. Build up latecomers list who will be desperate for a complete set of TGBCH. Yes, you see, there are going to be people that come along, Mark Pittman. There will be people that come along, and we don't know when they're going to come along. They could come along next week, they could come along in 2 months or 6 months or next year even. But there are going to be people come along that, number one, like TGBCH coins, like some of you, and start collecting them. And then, for every so many people that collect something, you always get one that's a little bit more OCD than everybody else. And not only does he now want to collect them, because he started to collect them, he or she, but now they want every single one. And they won't rest until they get every single one. Some people are like that with collectible stuff. 15 uncirculated coins times, and you get those people come on board. Now they're buggered, because once you've started selling out, they can't get the ones that are sold out, so they'll concentrate on all the others at the cheapest price, which then helps me sell out faster because they'll be buying them off of me, right? And then the coins that I sell out of, they're going to be buying off you, the secondary market. And when you get those emails and those letters and those sales things from Westminster Collection, 3 times 3, and they say, and you've all had the email for going straight onto George's Drawer now, and you've all had the email if you've been on to Westminster, where you get an email and they go, "Oh, do you remember such and such coin? Well, that's sold out. But guess what? We managed to get some on the secondary market." I feel like writing to Stephen Allen sometimes and saying, "Can you tell me where this secondary market is? Because I want to go and pop along and have a look. Is it Petticoat Lane? Is it? Where is it? Because it doesn't exist." But in our case, that secondary market does exist, and I can tell you where it is. No, that is just unreal. That has not happened once in all of the time that we've done this. That is incredible. The odds on that happening have got to be, yeah, the odds on that happening for a hat trick have got to be immense. You've got to be in the tens of thousands to one. Mark Dando, well done. Just taken out a subscription, single subscription, and he's hit it 3. 1, 2, 3. First prize, first prize, first prize. I've never seen anybody do that. That's mental. Well done, Mark. He needs to buy a lottery ticket. He certainly blooming well does. The odds on that happening, I couldn't even work them out, but I can tell you just by looking at the amount we have on the wheel and each one, even though we haven't got that many people going in for it, you're in the tens, if not hundreds of thousands to one, if not even higher than that. Because it's a multiplier by a multiplier by a multiplier. Swap my TGB shapes coins for the bundle. Lorna Jones bundle. Yeah, will do. Andy Babs. I'm going to tell you in a second if I've got any. Aha. So here we go. We've got, and I can't advertise these at the moment, not on eBay anyway, because we upset some people, but we've got 30 left of the FA Cup. We've got 39 left of Birmingham, and we've got 57 left for Team GB, Tokyo that is, because as you know, I got stopped from selling them. Oh, 2 seconds. Just right at the end as well. Hustle. So yeah, I think we've got 1 or 2 that have got less than that, but he's had a look, and those 3. So I'd have to try and do a deal and find another way to sell them. But later on, you know, to those people that come along later, and want to buy all the TGB coins, like Stuart was saying, then those people will, you know, they will happily buy those for a bit dearer. So, and if I wasn't the one selling them, I would be the one looking at that going, oh, do me a deal, I'll have them, put them by, bring them out bit by bit, as and when, you know, they go up in value, and as and when you've got more customers. But as the dealer, the person supplying it, the manufacturer, it would be wrong for me to like keep them back and then put them up for 50 quid each or 100 quid each in a year's time or whatever. You know, that's your job. Your job is to make that kind of money on them. My job is to just make them, get them out there. And I'm so happy. I could dance sometimes when I look at how we've invented our own collectible commodity, and it's took off. Anyway, thanks a lot, Chris. Thank you, Lorna. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. A bit of love out of my bucket. Don't forget, go on, get your TGBCH coins. And here's a little deal for you, right? If anybody wants to buy any of those, to put them away for later. And again, my deal stands if 12 months after we've sold out, it's not sold for 50 quid. You can send them back to me for 50 quid each, and I'll credit you for them, right? And there's 30 on the FA Cup, 39 left on Birmingham. There's 57 left for Team GB. If you buy 4, I'll give you 1 free. There you go. So if you want to just buy 4 to put them away, buy 4, I'll give you an extra one while stocks last, is all I can say. And if I run out of 1, then I'll give you one of the others or whatever. But while stocks last, buy 4, I'll give you 1 free. And now if you've got an even better bonus to have them, put them away, make something on them later on. Okay then, thanks very much. And they're over on tgbch.co.uk. Thanks very much. See you later. Look for me on TikTok and send me a thumbs up and like the video. Give us a little bit of like, what's it called, support. G me up a bit on there. All right then. Thanks a lot. Thanks Chris, thanks Lorna and everybody else. Bye for now.
British coin hunt, we got what you want. We got gold and silver, seems everyone's a winner. It's so elementary, you get one free entry. Every single raffle make your collection dazzle. TGBCH raffle.com. TGBCH raffle.